At least 30-foot bodies pulled from freezing Potomac River as divers recover plane's black box. Live updates. At least 30 bodies have reportedly been pulled from Washington, D.C.'s Potomac River as hopes fade for more than 60 passengers on board an American Airlines plane which crashed into the water. Officials are yet to confirm the number of fatalities, but sources have reported up to 20 people have been recovered while divers scouring the wreckage have found one of the jet's black boxes. Hundreds of rescuers have been scrambled to the U.S. Capitol after the passenger plane collided with a military helicopter near Reagan National Airport shortly before 9 p.m. Eastern Time last night. Washington, D.C.'s Fire and Emergency Medical Services Chief John Donnelly has told a press conference that no one is believed to have survived the mid-air crash. He told a press conference 27 bodies have so far been recovered from the plane and 1 from the helicopter. The former Russian world champion figure skaters on board the doomed American Airlines plane that crashed into a Black Hawk helicopter over Washington told their son they are proud of him before the tragedy. Married couple Evgenia Shishkova, 53, and Vadim Naumov, 56, were traveling back to D.C. on Flight 5342 after attending the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Kansas. Their son, Maxim Naumov, 23, a prominent Team USA skater, did not fly with them. A teammate claimed he left Wichita on Monday. According to a report in Moscow, Evgenia and Vadim told Maxim that we're proud of him after he took 4th place in the competition a couple of days prior to the crash. Married couple Evgenia Shishkova, 53, and Vadim Naumov, 56, were traveling back to D.C. on Flight 5342 after attending the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Kansas. The horrifying moment an American Airlines plane and a military helicopter crashed above the Potomac River has been captured in dashcam footage. Video shows a car being driven near Reagan National Airport caught the dramatic mid-air collision on camera before the wreckage dropped into the river. Speaking in St. Petersburg, Lyudmila Velikova, who trained Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov, pictured above, when they were children and who was pivotal to their success, told Reuters a group of 14 skaters and trainers had been on board the plane. She said she was devastated by the loss of Shishkova and Naumov, but relieved that their son Maxim, who had competed in Kansas, had not been on the same plane. They were my favorite sports people. They were part of my first attempt at the World Championships and became champions in 1994. They were talented and beautiful people. Apart from anything else, they were my children. Evgenia Shishkova trained with me from the age of 11 and Vadim Naumov from age 14. They were like my own children. What's happened is awful. The best people have been taken away from us. Inna Volyanskaya, a former skater who competed for the pre-1991 Soviet Union, was also reported to have been on board the plane, TASS said. She was a coach at the Washington Figure Skating Club, according to its website. We are expecting to hear from Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser in the next hour, as she provides an update on the search and rescue operation into the plane crash near Reagan National Airport. Stick with us as we bring you the latest updates from the U.S. Capitol. NBC Washington is reporting a recovery center has been set up in the city which could act as a temporary morgue for victims from the American Airlines plane crash. The center is being set up at the D.C. Fire helipad on South Capitol Street. Wild conspiracy theorists are pushing unsubstantiated claims that the deadly crash that saw an Army Black Hawk helicopter collide with a passenger jet was deliberate. The Army and Defense Department has launched an investigation into the crash, as many question how a plane with modern collision avoidance technology and nearby traffic controllers could collide with a military aircraft over the nation's capital. Conspiracy theorists have rushed to social media to place uncorroborated blame on the U.S. government, suggesting the collision must have been intentional because military helicopters don't fly into planes. Some allege the helicopter appeared to chase the bombardier plane as it approached for landing, comparing the scene to a 1970s-style assassination. Others have demanded to know who was on that passenger plane, suggesting that the incident was a targeted hit. While conspiracy theorists are pushing unsubstantiated claims that the deadly crash was deliberate and a targeted hit, they baselessly claim there was larger agenda at play. According to NBC News, more than 30 bodies have been recovered from the Potomac River. Officials are yet to confirm the number of fatalities,